Welcome to Mac Living in Portugal. In today's video you're going to see exactly what it takes to process one tree down to logs. We're going to cut that tree up into sections, then we're going to see how long it takes to split all those sections into logs, put them out for drying, how long it takes for the drying process, and then storing them. So, without further ado, let's get the chainsaw out and go and have some fun. When you move into your beautiful new home here in sunny Portugal, you might find in the lounge a salamander wood-burning stove like this, or even in the kitchen you might find a fogão de cozinha. That's a wood-burning stove. But they all need fuel, and lots of it like this. Now you've got two choices. You can either buy it in at €50 per square metre, or you can process it yourself, and that's what I do. This is the tree that needs processing. It's a nice big one, breaks off into several different branches, but all of that foliage there isn't really worth anything. It needs to be cut off and cleared before I can get cutting the trunks up. So this tree was one of the trees that I'd chosen to cut down, but we had some really bad storms and it got blown down. There we have it. So let's get the foliage off first of all and then start cutting the trunks up. We're now left with the tree trunk and the branches from the main stem. All of this is valuable, but all of that has got to go to the burn pile. That's no good to me. This is valuable. So this is now got to be cut up. I need to cut it all up to 14 inches, 35 centimetres, that long. Now, I know that some of you are dying to get on that keyboard and go, Mac, you've got no protective equipment, you should be wearing protective equipment. Yes, I should, but like most of the people here in Portugal, I don't have any and I don't use it. So there's no need to jump on the keyboard and go for it, yeah? I haven't got it, what does it matter? Okay, so this lot to the burn pile, this lot to be chopped up. Hello, girlie. How you doing? Hello, girlie. All right, baby? All right, baby? Good girl. Good girl. Right. Should we go and get this moved? Yeah? I've processed the small bits. They're easy to do, no problem. If you're going to be processing wood for yourself, you're going to need a chainsaw, you're going to need to know how to look after it, and you're going to need to know how to sharpen that blade. Okay, so now for the main trunks. Right, there we have it, the whole tree processed. So we've got rid of the foliage, chopped it up, and I would say that took about an hour and a half, but that did include all the camera work, going and checking the footage, coming out, different positions. So normally a tree like this would take me an hour to remove the foliage and chop it up into these sections. What we've got to do now is move it into the position where I want it drying and splitting, or perhaps even splitting and drying. You gonna help Daddy? You gonna help Daddy move the wood? Yeah, good girl. All of this is called kashka, the bark of the tree, and it's absolutely valuable to me for starting the fires. It's thin, it's like cardboard, and it's ever so easy to break up. So when it comes to getting it ready for putting in the salamander, the wood burner, and starting the fire, you just like tear it. And this is fresh, so it's a little bit more resistant, but you get the idea. You just tear it up like that, and then that's brilliant for starting the fires. Yeah, so I'll be gathering all this up, and then I'll be tidying up out here. But the next thing we've got to do is get all that wood round to where I do the drying, because the sun rises in the east, sets in the west, and I get sun in that area like seriously long days. So then it's got to be split. When you buy the leña, firewood, you buy it by the cubic square meter. So what exactly is a cubic square meter? What does it look like? Okay, so I need my glasses on for this. Right, we have 120. So the trailer depth is 120. The trailer width is 90. And the trailer depth is 75. Okay? So if we take the bit from here, put it up here, we're going to end up with about a cubic square meter. And you saw how much wood was on here, and that's in the trunks. So once that's split, it takes up more area. So one tree that size will give you about 1 cubic square meter. Mr. Cockerel is not happy that I'm in his area where his girls are, and he's giving it a lot of verbals. It's gone quiet now, and I'm sure he'll resonate again. Go on, you little beggar, resonate. No? Okay. Yeah, that's him telling me, get out, they're my girls. We take a log, stick it in position. It is important to cut it square. Cut it at an angle, and that is going to cause problems when it comes to pushing it. Then I put a piece of wood in there so it doesn't take so long for the mechanism to shove it. You'll see. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, hold on a minute. Got to plug it in. Be back in a moment. Now we've got electricity, we might be able to do the job. Down with the lever, on with the button. And it's wet wood, so it's an absolute bugger to split. And that is where my little axe is going to come into play. Okay. and it's a slow process doing it on your own. If I had some help, somebody was operating it while I was doing the logs, it would go a lot quicker. But Lady Lou can't do that bit. The majority of all of that has got to be split. So once that's done, I'll show you what that tree has produced in firewood. Look at Mr. Cockerel. He's looking out for his girls. Yeah, he's got 4 girls and he's out there looking after them while they dig and scratch the earth. Yeah, look, this is how you do it, girls. Look at them all huddling round him. He's a lucky lad. So am I, because I get all the eggs. So how wonderful is life in Portugal? Well, I'm not in the UK, running around the roads that are all jam-packed, trying to get to the next job where I'm mending a boiler or installing a central heating system. I'm here in beautiful Portugal, splitting my logs. I've got the chickens with me. I've got Lady Lou, well, she's actually in the garage having a snooze, bless her. And I'm just taking my time and enjoying life in the beautiful sunshine. Am I in heaven? Damn right I am. One tree processed. It looks a lot when it's a tree, but when it's split, so there's that bit, that's the small branches, then there's the trunks. Looks a lot when it's a tree, but when you split it down, it's not a great deal. That is not 1 cubic square metre. I would say that's about 60%. Yeah, this is my wood store. On the left hand side there is where the small stuff goes. This is where all the large, nice chunky logs go. I've got 1 wall left and we are now at the end of March. I don't think I'm going to use any more than about that much, so I should be left with that for next season. But I have to make sure that it comes right out here. So that's 5 walls of wood. That's a lot of wood. But I don't just heat my house with the salamander, the wood burner. I've also got the Fogão Cuisina de Fogão. No, Fogão de Cuisina. And I use that a lot in the winter. So I cook on it and obviously it heats. So there you go. When you come to Portugal, you've got to make a choice. Are you going to buy it or are you going to process it? I actually enjoy the processing side of it. It's entertaining for me, it keeps me fit, keeps me busy, and I like it. But there'll come a time when I'm a bit older and I think, nah, I don't want to do this, and I'll be buying it in. How long does it actually take to process 1 tree? Well, there are things that you didn't get to see, obviously. There's getting the equipment out, and then there was the cleaning up afterwards. But by and large, I take about 1 day to process a tree. I have done 2 trees in a day, 8 in the morning to 8 at night, but I was really knackered at the end of that, and I don't need to do it. I'm out here to relax, take my time and enjoy life. So 1 tree a day is good for me. Are you retired? Coming up for retirement? Thinking to yourself, I want a more relaxed, calm lifestyle and in a warmer climate. Hey, and Portugal seems to be the perfect place. But you're not sure what life in Portugal would be like? Is life in Portugal for you? No worries, I've got you covered there. Click the link to this video up here because there's a fantastic opportunity for you to find out exactly what life would be like in Portugal for you. There is a link in the description box below to the video, and there's 2 other links with all the information that you need so that you can find out exactly how wonderful life here in Portugal is. If you want to see what daily life and living is really like here in beautiful Portugal, I make regular behind the scenes daily and weekly videos showing the nuts and bolts of my daily life here in Portugal. But these videos are for members of the channel only. These members only videos can be accessed by clicking the join button on my front page. There's also the opportunity to join in with the live stream chat every Sunday night at 7 o'clock. That way you can ask me all the questions you want, as well as every other member of the community. So hopefully I'll see you Sunday evening.